mute. Ha! I got it. Whew, good thing I looked down. Yeah, what's up with that? Flo Jo, I'm gonna talk about Fisher too because yeah, I I, I feel like I really try to what is the word for it? Like limit what I say about that whole situation. SF investigates because I know how he is, and I don't want drama like started on me, and then he picks on you, and so I really try to limit how I really feel about that. But just from past experiences, ugh, I have a lot to I think a lot about that, and I have a lot to say about that, but I don't wanna be included in his drama that he always ugh, it's always every case, there's somebody he's picking on, and it's like, okay, I could see if it's every case, maybe it's something about that person and it's not about you know what I'm saying? If drama keeps following him, maybe it's something about him and not everybody else. I don't know. I have an opinion. Maybe I'm going to definitely read what he posted today, but I want to do the TMZ stuff first. Hi, Cat Mouse. Cat Mouse, I need to message you because I just realized something. Were you the well? I'll ask you privately. Hey, Moods. It's not bad. I just realized. I just have a quick question. I can't even say it without saying it because then I'll say it and I don't want to like I don't know. Anyway, well I'm referring to him in general, but yes, the post got me thinking again. Yes. Okay, so I do want to start off by the new TMZ post. Okay, so I'll ask you it is okay. Okay. Are you the one that's on Discord? I just realized is that the same person? Because the whole PayPal thing, and then if it is, I didn't even realize. Is that you on Discord that is on the private chat but not Ko-Fi, or is that somebody else? Because you have a different name in there. So I was like, is that wait, it could be two different people that just have issues with PayPal because a lot of people have issues with PayPal. I did. I would not have it if I didn't need it. So I was just like, it clicked. I'm like, wonder if that's the same person because I don't know. Maybe it's not. Well, yeah, Flojo, I'm talking about the Wade case on the Discord. I have a specific Wade case thing, but I do need to just open a Discord for just my channel. I'm keep talking about that, but oh, okay. So let's look, everyone's like Discord. Yeah, it's a link that okay, that's not you. Okay. That makes me feel better. Because well, no, I guess it doesn't matter, but okay. All right, so let's start off. Let me share my screen. Hey Lexi, have you guys seen the TMZ post about Rob? And I've been like wanting to go live about this case, but I was just waiting for like another update and then we could just like talk about some of the other stuff going on because there wasn't a big enough thing where I felt like, I don't know, that I felt like I wanted to go live and I didn't really have anything big to update, but now we do. We have I think this is a big this is definitely an update. Um look who's staring at me. Watch. Hold on my screensaver. I still haven't changed it, so I have the most random screensavers. If people come in and they're all like, I feel like people that don't know they come in and my screen's always shared, and I'll have like buildings and I don't know. It's my what do you call that? Is that like the screensaver or like the background or whatever? Um. Anyway, he's just like staring at me off the side. Okay, so yes, dude, I wanna watch that. I realized, why have I not watched that yet? I need to watch that. I was watching a video on it yesterday on YouTube, just they were playing clips on it, and I'm like, "Why have I not just watched it? I need to watch that." And I don't get how it's, like, filmed in a way where well, let me just tell you real quick because, I mean, it's kinda relevant in a way. I mean, P. Diddy, I'm talking about Sean Combs. That new documentary is filmed in a way where, like, it looks like he's making a documentary, so I'm confused who's filming and how did 50 Cent get that or whoever? How did they get it without him okaying it? And how are they able to make a big Netflix without it. Isn't it his? Like, isn't that his property? Like, I'm not trying to, I can't stand him, but like, I'm so confused. I'm more interested in the inner workings on how did he get access to that against P. Diddy's, like, okay, like, it wasn't Sean making the documentary, or he was filming it for some reason. It's not like they were filming him and he didn't know. He obviously knew it was like a good film. It was like a good, it wasn't just somebody on a phone. It looked like it was like it was filmed pretty professionally, in my opinion. So it's like, how, from the clips I've seen, oh, oh, is that all it is? Okay. Wow. And he doesn't have to okay that? I don't understand. That's his property and that's him. Like, I don't understand how legally 50 Cent, I'm glad he did because we get to see it now. I'm sure P. Diddy like looked at it and he probably got advice from his lawyers like, this isn't a good idea. Like, it makes you look bad. Probably like, cut the documentary. At least we're not playing these clips, because it doesn't make him look very good, in my opinion, from what I've seen. It doesn't make him look like horrible, horrible. It does. It's no surprises. It's like everybody knew that's who he was, but so it's not like this big surprise that it's like, wow, he's a jerk. I mean, so it's, in a way, it's like I could almost see P. Diddy like using that, not even realizing how bad, like how it makes him look, because he's just full of himself, you know? So I don't know. That's weird that they were allowed to do that. Huh. Oh, okay. But it's, wow. But if he's the one that had him film it, that's tricky. Okay, so um I remember in the day, and you guys might think I'm crazy, and maybe it wasn't even right, but this was about 20 years ago or something. I was in my 20s. I was in Cleveland to see a concert with my sister. We were at that Tower City Mall or whatever. The show was um at Tower City, the amphitheater. And before it, we were like, drinking and going to bars before, and we were at this mall. I think it was Tower City Mall. It was a mall that was close to Tower City, and my sister was taking video, but she was just taking like of the art and like on the background, but she happened to get people in it. And the people got mad and they went up to the security guard and like, we didn't give her permission to film us. And they said legally, like, this is a whole different world. 20 years ago was so different. And they're like, that's illegal. You can't use that. You got to stop recording because they didn't give you permission. And they made my sister like get rid of the video and stop. But I know it's different now. I know you have those channels that just film everybody. I don't like those channels. I think they're purposely just trying to annoy people. The purpose is just to prove a point. We know you're allowed to film. You're just making people mad on purpose. That annoys me. And I know you guys could get mad. I know people probably disagree, but I feel like the point of those people that film on the streets, and then when people tell them to stop, they go, well, I know the law, I'm allowed to film. The whole point is to get people mad and get reactions. We know that you're allowed to just chill. Anyway, so yeah, back then he said it was illegal and he made her get rid of it, but that was a while ago, and now it's so different. Now you could do whatever you want. You could freaking put it on your channel for money. All right, guys, let's do this now. Sorry, I'm like rambling, but people are coming in. We got 67 people. Yeah. Oh, you're not odd for thinking not liking him. Most people don't. Most people get weird vibes from him. Thank you, Cat Mouse. That's so sweet. Hey, Miyagi. Maybe, yeah, maybe, Master. His dad is weird. I wouldn't even. I'm not saying it had to be his dad, but yeah, no, I think there's a chance. I don't find it like I wouldn't be surprised if we found out that he was. Um, because he's messed up. He's messed up in the head. But sometimes it doesn't even need some kind of trauma. Sometimes people just are that way, which is crazy. And sometimes it is trauma that makes them like break off into this like alter ego, different person to kind of deal with everything, and then it really messes them up and they do repeat things and stuff. It's just the whole psychology behind it is crazy. But sometimes people have the best upbringing and wonderful everything, wonderful experiences, and they still do it. It's just crazy. But no, I still think it's a huge thing to educate ourselves on, that it is, that can definitely create that. Okay, so not always. So don't say, "Hey, I was abused and I don't do it." I'm not saying there's always exceptions and it doesn't always it can create that in some people that have a certain experiences, certain biology, but no, of course not everybody. Some people use it that power and they do better. Some people just are, biology wise, they just don't have it and everything, and they just don't have the tools and they can't, and they don't deal with it good and they deal with it bad. Um, but it definitely plays a role. Okay, so let's watch this. TMZ. So here's Rob. Hey, Mama Mia. I thought that too. He brainwashed by church first. Thought was if that was the case, it was his dad. Yeah. Hey, Lexi. Okay, so let's watch this. All right, so here is this that came this morning. TMZ put this up. It's called. The title is "Record Exec Appears Before a Grand Jury. Why didn't you call police?" So I guess they asked him why he didn't call the police. Says the president of David's touring company was grilled Monday by a deputy district attorney in front of a grand jury on why he didn't call the cops. A grand jury is hearing evidence in the death of Celeste. TMZ broke the story. LAPD's robbery homicide division is considering David a suspect in what it says is an apparent homicide. Let me take another sip of this before it gets cold. Guess what I asked? Who's the one that recommended it? Oh, a coffee warmer. I asked my mom. I found one online that had good reviews, and I was like, I need this coffee warmer because especially in the summer when I have my extra air condition blowing, my coffee was getting so cold that I end up like throwing it away because sometimes it's not as good warmed up. I don't know, like if you just keep it warm, but and then sometimes like to go down and warm it up, and then I just end up making another cup. But that's gonna be so like to keep it warm. Oh, okay, so says LAPD's robbery homicide division is considering David a suspect in what it says is an apparent homicide. President, or why did I say president? Where did that? Oh, down here. Robert Morganroth, the general manager of Mogul Vision, David's record label, is also the president of Zara Brothers Travel, David's tour company. So not only does the record label, general manager of the record label, but also president of the touring company that David was using. We've learned Morgan Ross testified all day Monday before the LA grand jury. And this is a question I'm not even sure Monday, like yesterday or last Monday, because I thought they convened last week. That's why I'm confused. Was it yesterday? Is that is it what feeling are you guys getting when it says Monday? Like yesterday? Anyway, at one point, with a half dozen people in the hallway, Morgan Roth came out into the hallway and was talking to his lawyer, loud enough so others could hear. He said, referring to Beth Silverman, the deputy DA presenting the case before the grand jury, she was very pushy on why I didn't call the police. Well, yeah. He went on to recount how he responded. I said I feel like I didn't have the responsibility to do that and just wanted to continue with tour. That's another question is what tour? Was it 2024 or 2025? Because eh, if they're talking about this recent tour, did he know about that before the body? You know what I'm saying? Before she was even identified? Or was it right when he I don't know, but anyway, we do not know the time frame of the tour to which he was referring, but David was on tour when Celeste's body was discovered in his Tesla, which had been parked near the LA house he was renting. So I don't know. Like I said, is he talking about tour in August when it was announced that there was a body found in David's Tesla? Is that what he's saying? Like, is that what they were pushing? Well, why didn't you call then? But then that would infer that he would for sure have known more, you know what I'm saying? For him to call, because if he did it and he didn't call, like, because he didn't know, or did he know something? Or if it was 2024 tour and he responded like that, that's kinda interesting because once again, that would infer that he knew, right? Back in 2024 that she was underage or missing. I don't know what they were referring to, it doesn't say. Um This underscores that David is squarely in the crosshairs of LAPD and LA County District Attorney. Wait, what is this one from? Is that the one we read? Oh, yeah, it has to be from 2026.
I've been playing this play for probably.
I mean, I wish we did know which tour, but of course, you know, this reporter, they weren't in there with him, so they don't know. Were they referring to 2024 or 2025? Either way, I think that's pretty interesting because it makes you feel like that he did know more, even though, I mean, we all, I think, know that they knew. Like, they knew 2024. I think we all think that they knew. I should say our opinion is that Josh and Rob knew that he was with this underage girl and stuff. So it's not like it would be like a huge thing, but it is a huge thing if they're like confirming, you know what I'm saying? They're like confirming that they knew that he knew and he's not really denying it. Like if he answered that about 2024, it'd be like, well, you're not denying that you like his answer should have been, well, I didn't call because I didn't even know. I thought she was 19. That should be the answer if he didn't know anything that she was underage. But if he's answering like, well, it's not my job, I don't know, then that would infer he knew she was underage. Now, 2025, that just kind of doesn't make that much sense because if it was after they found the body, why would it, like, for him to call, the cops already knew, they're already involved with it. They're already investigating. They already knew it was David's car. So what would he call for? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I almost think it was 2024. It just doesn't make sense, 2025, the tour. Because why would he call then? The cops are already working on it. Does that make sense? I don't know. What do you guys think he's talking about? I know. Oh, I talked about that last live. Yep. As far as that was so weird to use the word dismembered for a phone. Like I've never heard anybody like, "Oh, I dismembered my phone today." It's like, "No, I took apart my phone." If you were even talking about, I mean, I don't even know why you're talking about taking apart your phone, but um let me see what you guys are saying first. Dark Sea, what's up? All right, let's go over SF Investigates post. Yeah, I mean, I think we all think, yes, of course he knew, but it's the fact, has he admitted that he knew? That's the whole point. Like the fact, if he's admitting it, then hello, if that was in 2024, they were talking about, that means a whole year he knew she was with a minor and didn't report it. That right there should be a crime. Like I think he could get arrested for that. So yeah, just because we know, or like, you know, doesn't mean that it's still a big deal hearing that they know and that he's admitting it. That would be huge, you know. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to see what happens. I got my new light, not my Luna. That light I thought was out actually worked the whole time. It was just the short and the thing that was connected to. Uh, but now I don't like the way it's looking. Anyway. Okay, so let me do this. Let's read this together. Steve's post. So Steve posted this. When did he post this, by the way? I just saw it today, but was it today? I don't even know because sometimes I don't check every day, so I just saw it today. Let me see. Why doesn't it have a date on it? Oh, 15 hours ago, so that would have been yesterday. Well, I just saw it today, but let's read it. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Why Iata? That's what I'm saying, that I think that that's most likely probably what he's talking about. But that's huge because that would be him admitting that he knew. Because remember, everybody, all his friends are saying, well, we thought she was 19. So that would be him admitting that. Yeah, we all know. It's hard to believe that he didn't know, but it's still a huge thing because that's him admitting that he knew almost in a way because he did if he didn't, he would say something like, "Well, I didn't even know. I thought she was 19." For him saying, "Well, I don't want to stop tour," that's almost him admitting he knew she was the missing underage girl. And for him to admit it and for them to show, the law enforcement shows that they knew that, like, I think that's a big deal for us. Us following it, wanting some justice, I think it's huge that though he answered that way. He's admitting it. But then if it's 2025, it just doesn't make that much sense. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what they were saying. I mean, you realize think about how he answered that. Hold on, let me pull that up again because that's everything right there. The answer that he gives, that's the thing that's kind of a big deal. He's saying when they ask him that, he's saying, well, I don't want to quote him. I think, or am I over exaggerating? I said, I feel like I didn't have the responsibility to do that and just wanted to continue with tour. If he didn't know she was that underage girl, he would have said, I had no clue that was her. I thought she was of age. He told me she was 19. He didn't say that. He said this. What the heck? Big deal. You better watch it because I think that's a crime right there. Him not reporting an underage person and a missing person. Okay, so let's read this. Just chill to who? What's going on in chat? Are you talking to me? What are you saying? Just chill. To me, April? I think this is good news for us all. I'm saying, like, maybe there's going to be some justice. I'm trying to look back in chat to see if if somebody else is being like crazy in chat that you're saying to just chill to, but I don't really see anything. Um, yeah, yeah. Hey, Janet. What's going on in chat? I'm like, can somebody fill me in? Because I am lost. I'm always the last to know about chat stuff. Like I never uh I don't oh, you're laughing. I see, I don't know if that was to me because if it is, that's kind of weird. We're all on the same side. That's good news. Unless if you're saying you're on his side and you don't want him. Maybe this is somebody that Rob knows. I don't know. I swear I've seen April in here before though. Okay. So SF Investigates posted this 15 hours ago. Let me read it. Well, here, let me just show you the picture too. So it says Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, 8:30 a.m., Department 123, 13th floor, Fultz Criminal Justice Center, 210 Temple, West Temple, LA, California. Judge Olivia Rosales. Okay. Now let's read what he says about this here. Tomorrow morning, I have been ordered to appear in Los Angeles County Criminal Court for an order to show cause hearing for contempt. So tomorrow morning would be this morning, because he posted this last night or 15 hours ago. So I'm sure we're going to be getting a post here soon of how it went. Okay. So he's saying that he was ordered to criminal court for an order to show cause hearing for a contempt. Okay. Here, let me do. I want to go back to where I was. There we go. I was not served with a summons to appear in court. I was not given a complaint outlining the alleged contempt to respond to. There is no case number, and I do not appear anywhere on the court's public docket. I was handed a handwritten note from a deputy district attorney on Friday and told to appear Tuesday morning. A punishment hearing in criminal court that is not even assigned a case number, seemingly because they do not want this to be public information. Love me or hate me, this should concern you. The fact that this is happening in our criminal court system is terrifying. That is why I'm going public before the hearing tomorrow. which I will not be attending. Oh, that's right. I forgot he said he's not attending it. I forgot about that. I did read this before earlier. I forgot he said he's not attending it. So maybe he's not in there. There we go. Now it's bigger. I was gonna make it there you go. That's bigger, right? Um, where am I at? So he's saying he's going public before a hearing tomorrow, which I will not be attending, so that the public and the press are aware of what is happening. Here's the backstory. Recently, I testified on 2 separate days as a witness before a grand jury. When I was served with the subpoena for the first day of the testimony, 2 detectives came to my door at 6 a.m. and instructed me to immediately call the deputy district attorney. She told me that because I was now a grand jury witness, I was no longer allowed to speak about this case and that it would be illegal if I did. This put me in an impossible position. I have a client directly related to this case. If I cannot speak to my client, I am violating my professional duty. This is but I mean, sure he could speak to his client. His client is the landlord, right? I mean, it's not like you're representing David. And I think they just mean public. Like maybe just not public, which I know he goes on to say that okay, I think he does have a case where he should be allowed to. But I mean, I don't know. I wanna see, like, the receipts. Like, I wanna see the other side of the story before I just hang on to this is exactly how it is. I wanna see it all because I know from history, sometimes it's not exactly how people say it is. I'll just say people say it is. So I wanna see everything before I jump to these conclusions, but let's read it all. Um, so there he's saying that, they put me in a possible position. I have a client directly related to this case. If I cannot speak to my client, I'm violating my professional duty. This was the entire point of calling me as a grand jury witness. It was a strategy used to try to silence me. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has publicly spoken about a similar silencing strategy being attempted against their office. Then I did my research on the law, spoke to lawyers, and found out I was being lied to. Here is the critical fact. In California, witnesses to a grand jury do not have a general obligation of secrecy. That obligation applies to the jurors and officers of the court. A witness is only bound to secrecy regarding anything they learn solely from the grand jury proceeding. It does not apply to anything that they already knew before testifying or anything learned outside the grand jury. I want to pause here because many people are going to search this online, and Google AI is likely going to give them the wrong answer by claiming that witnesses must remain completely silent. If you click through the actual sources it cites, you will see the AI summary is incorrect. California law is silent on California law is silent on imposing total secrecy on witnesses. Instead, witnesses are routinely admonished that they may not disclose certain things, but those certain things only include what was learned from the grand jury proceeding itself, not independent knowledge or publicly known facts. In 1983, the California Attorney General issued a written opinion on this exact issue for legal clarification. It is very clear. I have attached screenshots of that opinion. I also want to be very clear about this. I never disclosed my testimony. Even though the law would have allowed me to discuss my own testimony, I never publicly disclosed that I was a witness before the grand jury, not once and not twice. Instead, the deputy district attorney abused the power of the grand jury process in an apparent attempt to silence me. I was told that I broke the law, and I was given a handwritten note telling me to appear in criminal court for a contempt hearing. But I have a question though. Where did he break the law? In his defense, after he said that legally he can't talk anymore, because remember that post, so he did kind of imply he probably was a witness. But I mean, he didn't say it in exact words. He just said legally, for legal reasons, he's not going to speak on the case anymore. So why then he didn't really speak on anything really, just on stuff that was being put out there. So in his defense on this, when did he disclose information after the fact? Because I remember him stopping and just maybe talking about things people were asking him, but not really about, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really say much after, but there is no summons, there is no case number. The matter does not appear on the public docket. There is no documentation outlining what I'm accused of so that I can respond. I was told that if I left town, I had to be back by Tuesday morning. I wrote a detailed letter to both the judge and the deputy district attorney explaining my position. They have had the letter since Friday afternoon. I received no response, with the hearing just hours away and the threat of contempt charge hanging over my head in what appears to be a secret off the books court proceeding. I had no choice but to go public so that the people in the press are aware of what is happening. This is the only way I can protect myself from what I believe to be an abuse of power. It is frightening that this is happening at the highest levels of our court system. There is a power in transparency. I was left no choice. Right, Mamma Mia? It's all like a big drama with this certain people. Sometimes it's this big drama. It just is always like that with every case that some people follow. Trying to keep this really open. Um, but but Arwen, then is he okay? So is he the only way that they would have known if he told his client rat him out? You know what I'm saying? How would anybody know that he told some landlord that owned that property anything about the case? Did his client go public and be like, "Oh my god, SF had told me, my investigator told me." I'm sure he didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure, just don't say anything. Like, that client should never have said anything, and I don't think he did. That's what's confusing. Did what's his name, the landlord, go out public or go tell I'm gonna go tell on you, "Hey, he told me this or that." That guy doesn't even talk publicly. So it's like, if he didn't say anything, how would they even know that he told him? Does that make sense? So it's like, something's just not right here. It doesn't make any sense. Um, I'm interested to see. If I were him, I would have went and just seen what it's all about. Like, the public's not going to protect you. Like, you posting that is not going to protect you. If you are so sure about the laws, then you're good. But just go fight it. Go in there and be like, hey, unless if he's saying he's out of town and he can't, then okay. If you can't because you're out of town, but if you're in town, just go check it out. You know you're good. Get a lawyer and cite those laws, and you'll be good. But I wouldn't just not go. I don't know. I know, Lexi. It always happens. Go do some research on somebody. You'll see. It's not This is what always happens with certain people that cover cases. I'm trying to keep this open because I don't want any drama coming my way. I don't have anything personally against him. I just, when the cases line up that I end up covering the same case as him, it's just, and then I'll forget all about him, and then I'd still hear about him because people will be talking about it and just be like, oh, just, but, yeah, he should have just go and check it out then. I mean, what are you afraid of? If you're good, you're good. I mean, but you posting that's not going to protect you. That doesn't mean it. This doesn't do anything. You need to go get a lawyer and protect yourself the right way. Like, what is people on the keyboard going to go, LAPD, don't touch him. Hey, you're blah, blah, blah." No, they're not. I mean, go get a lawyer then. That's what you need for protection, not some Twitter post. I mean, I disagree. Yeah, law and crime. I'm surprised how many of those big, like, law and crime and all of them, interviewed him and stuff. But that's not really huge. I mean, a lot of people, they talk about, if he's covering the same case that they're covering, he usually gets in there. So he's like a big part of the case. He'll either like try to work it and stuff. So of course, if anybody's covering a case the right way, then if he's a part of that case in some way, yeah, they're gonna cover what he says. It doesn't mean that they need him to for their content. It's that he becomes a part of whatever case that they're covering. Then yeah, he usually tries to either represent the people or talk to them or represent family or friends or somebody close to get information. So of course, if you're covering a case and he interjected himself into the case and is a part of it, yeah, of course, any good reporter is gonna cover what he says then. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to believe it, but they're going to talk about it because he put himself in the middle of it. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. That doesn't mean that creators need him to cover cases. It just happens that sometimes he's covering a case that one of the creators is covering and he interjected himself into a part of that case. So you have to, you have to because sometimes it's a big part of it. Because he puts himself in the middle of it. So yeah, you'd be stupid not to. I don't see anything wrong with that. Anyway, see, I don't believe in that Selena or anybody is involved, but I know I feel like have you guys noticed though, like any Selena's been brought up for a lot of different cases, and it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. And I'm not saying I get it, Mr. Diva. It's interesting and hey, he was involved with Benny Blanco. I'm not saying that you're crazy for talking about it, but I have seen in the years Selena get brought up in multiple cases, and it's always the same story. They always somehow find some links to the kidneys, and she got a kidney, and it's a hush this, and it was a friend of the, and it's always like something about that. And it's like, so how many different people did she get kidneys from? It's something to do with that a lot of the time. So no, I mean, I've seen that, and it's you're fine to talk about it. I just don't think that it's that deep as far as like I don't think Benny Blanco he unfollowed him. I think it just happened to be Benny is involved with a lot of musicians that he was one of the people, and as soon as he's seen what he was involved in, he unfollowed him. He probably don't talk to him anymore. Um, but who knows? I could be wrong. We'll see. But I just don't think it's any. I personally don't think that it's that it's involves them. In my opinion, I think now don't get me wrong, I think the freaking music business is evil, horrible. There's so many bad people, and I'm not saying do I think Benny didn't do bad things or he could have be helped by like bad ways, I'm not saying that because I think a lot of them sell their soul as to speak where they basically will do anything to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any like line in the sand like, hey, they will do anything to get known. It's horrible. So I don't think I know that happens. It's horrible. But I feel like with this, I don't feel like Benny has anything to do with this murder, to be honest. I think he's and that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Okay. Hold on. I gotta change this. Why won't that? Oh, that's just because it was a long one. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't either. See, I almost think if it was like a sacrifice, I almost think it was like just David's sick mind that made it that way. I don't know why. I don't think it's like, I do think it's his group of people help, like, I feel like they're involved. I think there's a good chance that his main core people had a part of it, and people around him, his support system, I do think knew about some of the stuff and had inklings of some of the stuff and, knew he was dating minors and stuff like that, which is horrible. But as far as, like, do I think just this is my opinion because I know everybody has different opinions, and that's fine, but do I think, like, that it's like a sacrifice from somebody in the Illuminati that they wanted him to do it? No. In his sick, twisted head, did he make it that way? Maybe. But I just don't think it was like somebody from the Illuminati saying, okay, use her for a sacrifice. I think it's like more subtle. The Illuminati works more subtle. It's like, I do think though that they do have these sick parties and stuff like that. But I think like I don't know. I think that it exists, but it's not quite a as I don't know how there was a word for it. Like, it's almost like an unspoken thing, so people may do it, but it's like they're kinda trained that way to, like, be sick, and I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it was just his sick mind trying to make it that way. I think, yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. If it is, it's like his sick brain that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, "Ooh, let's make her," but I almost think it's either it was a jealousy thing, or it was like a thing to shut her up because she was, going to like, maybe he found somebody else and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna tell people, I'm a minor and that's against the law," or maybe she found out he was dating other minors because we know there's a history of dating other minors, and maybe I think it's a few different things. My theories, a way to shut her up because she was gonna go get him in trouble, an accident, overdose, which still it's sick that he didn't do anything and he covered it up if it was. Um, Either intentional or unintentional, either purposely or not, okay? But I think a motive could be to shut her up because he was done with her and she was, very vocal and was about to go get him in trouble, and he wanted to shut her up. I don't know why I think that's a good motive for why he may have done that, and I still think it's possibility that it could have been they're partying and something happened. It's still an option. I'm not saying I think for sure. And then what's another motive? I don't know. I think that motive. Can you guys think of another motive besides that of why he did it? No, they might not be able to get it because she was so bad. They haven't told us. I don't know. Oh, that too. Thank you, master. You're right. Yes, definitely a crime of passion where it was the opposite. It wasn't him, it was her trying like wanting to go and cheat on him or like find somebody else or break up with him and he wasn't going to have that. Yes, that's another one. That could be definitely a motive too. Um yes. He did. He did. I don't that's the thing. So, I'm giving a lot of information, and I can't remember if that was one of the things I wasn't supposed to say. That's why I know, like, I have my brain is full of all this information, and the reason why, like, I haven't went live because I'm trying. I keep forgetting what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. As far as until it's not like it's just like things that people are trying to gather information on stuff, so they need to keep you know what I'm saying? So they're waiting so they could try to figure this out, and I can't remember if that fell in the line of something that I wasn't, so I never said anything. But yeah, if you know, it probably is out there now. Yes. Yes, that's all I'll say. Yes, he did live with him. So that's probably why they were going so hard on him because you were living there at the time. I mean, come on. Um, all right, so let's go through some Reddit stuff. So this was just posted last night. RI sent me this. It's one of let's see. I thought this was kind of interesting, but there's some other things too that from a while ago that I wanted to go over. So I don't know. Like we'll go through some Reddit. Like I said, oh, I want to go through the Discord, some of the videos too. Now that hold on. Well, I might as well do that now because I mean that was really the only update so far. I'm gonna go through some Reddits and then we'll go through the Discord, some of the media. Hold on. Might as well, and then this might be like a long live, and then I'll clip out a pre-record just to give the update. Okay, hold on one second. And now we're gonna just start brainstorming together, okay? I smell like not bad. I smell like some kind of cleaning thing, and I don't know where it's coming from. All right, I just have to share. I want to share this again because when I do my headphones, sometimes it stops it. Okay, so let's look at this first. This says, can someone explain this post from David, who was possibly a fan prior to the case? What does it say? So it says he posted this and it says it's January 31st, I get. Well, no, because this says February 4th. I think the post said it was posted. Oh, January 31st, 12:10 a.m. He said he posts this picture out in the woods. This is kind of odd. And then he says goodbye. Is us thinking something may have happened in January. Like I know a lot of us think that. I think there's like a do you think more people think January or more people think April? But he says goodbye. That's interesting. That could be like goodbye, like Celeste died. And we know how emotional he got on that Afterlife when he performed that in February or April. Sorry, that was April, right? Crazy. Okay, so let me do. There's a few other Reddit, and then I'll do Discord. Hold on one second. Okay, so this I thought these were kind of interesting from the Reddit r David idiots. Here. Hold on, let me bring up the other one too. Let me bring them all up in my email, and then when I go over, I can just bring them over. Okay, so I have them all brought up. Okay, so this is the other enemy, part 1 of 3, Interscope Darkroom. Oh wait, hold on. I realize I don't have my. I won't be able to hear what you guys are hearing. I hope I wasn't just playing something. I probably was, huh? Oh well. Oh no, good. It was on mute. Okay. So it says the other enemy, part 1 of 3, Interscope Darkroom, Opium, David, and Ken. Wait, I don't know if this is the one I wanted to. No, this isn't the one I wanted to do. Hold on. I want to do the one. No, because I don't know enough about this yet. I wanted to do this one. And then maybe later we could do that one. I gotta get better. I gotta learn that other one more of the Ken Carson. But this I thought was interesting. Um So, and the reason I think this post is interesting because I feel like there was a point, a time period where he sold his soul. You know what I'm saying? Where he crossed that line of what he would do, which I think this is kind of interesting if you look at it like that. So let me read this first, the post, and then we'll read the screenshots. So it says, back in July 2022, Romantic Homicide song was taken off. He tweeted with Raven Luna, sorry, I don't know how to say that, on Twitter about Playboy Cardi and Cardi's practice of Satanism, occult rituals, and sacrifices. David claimed he would never work with Cardi because of his Satanism, which surprised Raven Luna, given their own self proclaimed Satanism and the fact that David worked with them. Luna is also part of, how do you say that? Riven Luna, part of Riven Creative, a Fortnite montage music collective. Wait, hold on. What were you saying? Oh, okay. Um, cool. David seemed to have summoned up his position on the whole matter, tweeting, I don't think you understand how messed up the music industry is on that side of things. MGK, Megan Fox, Cardi, Trippie Redd all practice witchcraft and are part of the occult. First and last time be speaking on this. There are many artists I stay away from for this reason. That's David saying that. Okay. As we know, many things seem to have changed for David's 2025 in many ways. And come September 2025, Riven Luna's reactions to news of Celeste being found dead and David's Tesla are quite telling and even revelatory with respect to providing an additional firsthand anecdote about David's past predatory behavior. Okay, so let me look at these with you guys. Okay, so can we make this bigger? Should have saved these and then I'll just try to make it bigger this way. If I saved them, then I could have. Look, that don't even make them bigger. It's ridiculous. Hold on. I'm going to save them all and then go through them so I could zoom in. Reddit needs to make you be able to zoom in. It makes me mad. I'm just saving them all 1 second. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. All right. This is the one. My newest one. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll look at this, what the screenshots here, and we'll be able to zoom into them. All right. So I think it's started on this one. Okay. All right. Let's see what this says. So this one says, so it's Riven Luna. I don't even know who that is. I'm so old. It says, wait, why do you make songs with me then? And David says, so this is July 21st, 2022. She says, wait, why do you make songs with me then? And he says, do you do sacrifices and perform rituals? And she says, no, that's some 1980s shit. And he says, Cardi does that. So therefore, I will not be working with him. And he says, I will never do a song with that man. And somebody says, why? And he says, bro's a Satanist. I have nothing against him personally, but I don't like his lifestyle. And Jade says, Eon think he a Satanist. He's never said his religion publicly. And David says, Satanism isn't a religion. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, gang. Raven says, I'm surprised you know this. Why won't this go over? Hold on. Okay. Did I already I don't know if I already read this where he says, oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay, sorry. It just didn't save him right. And then Raven on September 9th, so this would have been after it was found, right? Look, she says, did I really make a song with the Bay Harbor Butcher? Yeah, that's the right way. Okay. And she's post this 2 million likes. LAPD is investigating the discovery of human remains inside a Tesla, and eyewitnesses news has learned that vehicle is registered to musician David. And then she says, that N-word, David told me I was legal when I was finna turn 15. So he's like, when she turns 15, he's telling her legal, like, for a relationship type thing. And she's showing her messages with him. It says, increases morale. And she says, I'm 14. And he says, I turned 15 this year, dummy. Wait. And she says, you have to be 15 or you have to be 16. And he says, that's legal. Says, nope. Wait, I'm confused which one's which because they're both seeming. Wait, hold on. Increasing morale. I'm 14. I turned 15 this year, dummy. You have to be 16. That's legal. Nope. Nope. Why am I not following? Like, which one's which? This is her? She's the one that says that's legal, or they both kind of seem like it's. I don't know. And then Riven says, I have a lot of random David songs or files he sent me that just feel really creepy now, bro. Really was always talking about killing people. So that's September 17th. She said that. He says he was so guilty, you can feel it like eating him up. I feel like by this point, he's cooperating either for a deal for less than sentenced or because he is so guilty. Either way, bro dropped the most diabolical lore ever. And then, so now remember how he's talking about, oh, he's a Satanist. I will never do a song with him. So then he posts, just woke up to 30 new Cardi songs. This is generational. I saw Cardi last night at the Rolling Loud. He's Michael Jackson. I don't give a F. So really, I mean, you're saying he's a Satanist and rituals, and it sounds like you really believe that, but yeah, or like him? If you really believe he does that, why would you even? Let me see, because why couldn't I figure out who is who? So he's this one? That's what I was thinking, but then it still didn't. It was still like, okay, what's the point of even? Because she's saying I turned 15 this year, dummy. So he's 14 at the time though? That would, I mean, they would both be though. That's why I'm a little bit confused. He says you have to be 16 and she says that's legal. Or he says that's legal. Oh. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. And then we'll go to the Discord. I haven't looked at Reddit in a while. Look, what the heck's this? I hate his smug, creepy face. I found this on Asia's Instagram. Are they still friends? He's still following her. This is April 21st. I guess she posted that. Is this a different? I've seen so many David timelines, a lot of good ones, but there's so many out there. I don't even know which ones, but which one's the best one. Yeah, I've already went through a ton of those. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Let me check. Aw. Oh, wait, what did you send me? Let's see. From David. Hold on one second. See, I don't know enough about that yet. Um, did I already watch this? Did we already see this? Childhood friend. I can't remember. David's childhood friend? I don't know if I've seen this yet. Childhood friend of David speaks out as rapper remains under investigation after girl 15 was found dead in Tesla. A friend of David has spoken out after the rapper has come under investigation following the death of a teenage girl who was found in his vehicle. In September this year, okay, we know that. Let's see. Now a childhood friend of David has revealed what he knows about the singer. The Mirror US, the buddy described him as completely normal and even hinted he was shy, saying that he enjoyed playing video games together as teens. I used to play video games with David. He was actually a really insane player, he said. He used to play Call of Duty 2K and a few others. The person who asked to remain anonymous continued, we'd stay online for hours at a time in large video game lobbies, shooting the shit. He was definitely calm and quiet, but he was smart and completely normal. They added that the singer liked to keep to himself most of the time, though seemed to always be surrounded by what they dubbed a weird and odd crowd of people. The insight comes as cops stepped up their investigation into Hernandez's death as a suspected homicide. LA cops were called to report reports of a bad odor coming from the electric vehicle. Okay. Celeste's family told NBC that the teen knew the singer personally and had been on her way to see the movie with him. Okay. We know that the medical examiner received a court order from LAPD. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this Reddit. David's unreleased leak song called "Oh Celeste." Is that a different one though? Isn't that the one that we hold on, let me see. Isn't that the one that came out a while ago? I mean, that we talked about a while ago? Let me listen and see. Oh, it doesn't even have anything to play. I'm confused why it's being posted right now though. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's just somebody reposting something. I thought it was like, is there another song or something? But it looks like it's just the same one. Okay. Look, Blood Poem. I think we went over this, right? This right here. I don't know how my screen got unshared. Okay. Blood Poem. Ritual. I forget. I feel like I kind of remember something about this. Oh, the mini documentary. Did somebody like zoom in and see what it was on his phone? Is that what it is? I saw the documentary. Oh, let me see here. Oh, let's see. Someone to store it, same wish to savor it, some drink it, some perform rituals surrounded by it. The blood is spreading through fields. I see not with my eyes, but with my heart. Is the earth bleeding? Wow, I think that's what happened, right? Somebody just zoomed in. Interesting. So what do you think is gonna happen with SF Investigates? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't understand why things like how Reddit will post certain things. The only thing I've ever looked on Reddit is for any case looked up. But are these just like commercials or like ads or something? I still don't know Reddit that good on why certain things like what is this? I never looked up anything but cases. Um, what is this? Straw poll. All right, let me go to the Discord. I'm not finding really anything much on anymore. Some of the Reddit stuff, but I just don't I need to learn more about some of like the like some of the other artists and stuff before I feel like I could talk about it and know what I'm talking about. There's so much like different like artists and stuff and how like that Ken Carson person or whatever. I don't really understand that all thing. What is this? Like right here. Who else? Where are they? Why can't they let it slip through? Okay, I'm just gonna go to Discord real quick. Let's do that. Okay. Because I wanted to do this. Just go through some of the media. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See if we can find anything. I mean, I'm sure I don't know if there's anything left to be found, but if there is, maybe we will. Oh, hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry, somebody was trying to get into my saying I wanted to invite them. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Sorry. I wanted to add somebody on there that was trying to get into my Wade stuff. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. That's sick. So I'm curious. It must have been somebody must have zoomed in on his phone during that documentary. Isn't that what it looked like it was? I didn't see anything describing what it was. I probably missed it. But if that's what that is, that's crazy that that was on his phone. And I don't know. Is that what you guys got from that? Hmm. Already cold. If I had that warmer right now, I'd be enjoying the last third of my coffee. Now I probably won't drink it. It's disgusting. Okay, so what I was talking about is like if you go like right here, you could look at the videos, pictures. What do you guys want to look through? Are you interested to see any of it? The only thing about the video, if it starts to play like music, I could probably only play not that long of it. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in. Okay. Are you guys interested? Because as far as updates, I'm gonna keep checking now. Hold on. Let me see if there is any more updates. Uh, David, nope. It's just the Rob stuff now. David named Google's most searched person in 2025. But you know what? I have confidence, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, that he is going to be charged and convicted. And if that's the case, those views and all that stuff's going to mean nothing because it doesn't mean anything when you're in jail and prison. You can't, you know what I'm saying? How do you even use that? You're going to be like equal to everybody else in there, you know? Now, if for some reason he gets away with it, then that sucks because that will help him. Okay, so let's see what this is. So that got posted 10/12. I don't know what date. That's 9/8. 9/8. This is that one that I'm
6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7
Annoying.
6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7.
I don't even understand why he's saying that. I mean, I get that was a thing people were saying, but like, what is he's pointing to something? Like, what is he trying to do?
I know it's wrong, but 345 trapped in the slave torture facility. You can still haven't found a torture.
Can you guys hear this?
Just a little.
Can you guys hear the audio? I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's as loud as it goes. Sorry. It's only going to go as loud as what they made it on here. I mean, you guys could hear it though still, right? Oh, we're not listening to 6 7 again. What's this? Speak in pure Japanese. Japanese?
What gonna happen if I pull up?
No. Some of these musics, I'm not even going to let it play. Oh, yeah, actually, it does go higher on some of these. There you
The song we're
go.
going to sing is called Afterlife. It's the outro of the Wither album.
So this guy gives him his tie. Let me play it again.
Take your time. The next song we're going to sing is called Afterlife. It's the outro of the Wither album.
The Zach Effect. I made a little edit of the Tyler Creator concert. I went. It's nothing crazy, but that night was so fun. So what? Oh. No, I'm not getting copyright. Okay. Video unavailable. What's this? This is 9/2. So this would have been before they found her, September 2nd. There's that swing. Remember there that image of that video where like something that looks like Celeste was swinging on a swing even? What's this? 9/2.
If you a UIC Patty, this is for you.
I'm probably gonna get copyrighted. All these things, and I won't be able to cut them all out. All the random. Okay, this is David's deluxe teaser. Video unavailable. So this is all the videos he took down, probably, because that would be his video that's taken down. All right, let's see what this is. Sorry. Look, he's got those. Well, he's just so like weird, stupid, trying to be like weird in a good way. And and the sucky thing is, like, he did have a lot of people that followed him. Why are like people, like, I feel like people want to like follow the weird, like, I don't even know, just almost because, oh, it's cool to just do weird things or something. I don't know. I miss the past. Because remember, people love this guy. There's so many people. I mean, I never heard of him before this, but like, why? Why did we give him this power? Who is he? Like, what is this?
What's your major?
Best David edit I've ever seen. Okay.
What's the word? What's the haps? What's your major?
That's the best edit? Okay.
Check your location. You're with that boy. How do you sleep?
Here's a part of the unreleased song David played at the August 6th concert.
Where do I start when you cross the line? Why do I try to keep you here with me? Why do I lie?
I know. I just, oh, I don't get it. I just wish that, like, it seems like evilness now is what people are like watching, all these evil artists and stuff. I don't know. It makes me mad because we're like we're giving all these people the power. If we didn't watch them or buy their stuff, they wouldn't have any. They need us. They need all of us, the public, to be fans, or they wouldn't have. I mean, I know you'd have to try to convince everybody, but
CBH, LOL, Dubai chocolate, Lululemon, Labubu matcha, baby. Don't forget to be performative. Drink your matcha. Listen to Clara. Listen to David. Drink your another matcha after you had your first matcha. Get you another Labubu after you bought your first Labubu. Get you some Lululemon. Peace out. I'm gonna see y'all outside.
I mean, I don't know how much I could watch this before. I just get so annoyed with them, and it just makes me cringe. After so much of them, I just want to punch them. I mean, I just get mad because it's like, oh, why? Why? This is the Afterlife preview. Wow. Okay, that's not. Let's see what this is. This is. I might just switch the pictures because I don't know. It looks. I mean, it's just all like him performing. It looks so far, huh? Yeah, he thinks he's so cool. I can't take it. I can't. Just oh. All right, what is this? Oh, hold on.
Cause I need all of you.
Wait, where's that playing from? I couldn't figure out where that was playing from. It was way down here. Dang it. Ooh, what's this? Got clips from ATL I wanted to share. I love you, David. ATL. Wait, what was ATL? I just want to make it go up a little bit. ATL. I want to try to find the concert where she was at. But that would have been, that's probably way up on the thing. Because it's probably 2025 stuff. I can't think of what ATL is though. Atlanta, okay. Oh yeah, duh. This has been 2025 though. I should scroll up at a 2024. Then. Absolute peak at terminal. Hold on. Is that Rob? That's Rob right there. Looks like him. Look, right there. Isn't it? Sure does look like him. Why won't this let me go up? There we go. Ew. That's what I'm trying to find, like stuff more than just him performing, but something that has something interesting that's. What the heck is this? I better stop this. Huh? Uh, He's got Billie Eilish, right, on his shirt. Mm. Anybody else is annoyed with me? Side ones. If you're gonna do a recording that way, make sure it records that way. I hate that. That's that other guy. That's somebody else. That's that guy that's in the isn't that the same guy that's in that video where the freezer box is behind him? I think it's that guy. I've seen him in videos with David. I don't know.
All these lights off real quick. Now, we gotta light this bitch up.
David is what? David is Diddy in disguise. What?
A Roblox employee literally groomed the child into traveling over 2 hours and then SA'd them. A Roblox administrator. So even your channel's
Just walking away, it says. I don't understand. Who is that supposed to be recording? And why is it on there? You know the crazy thing is if he would go on tour right now, he would Dude, you still have tons of people going. This makes me sick. But the question is would it be just because some of the people are just curious because of this case right now? Like, let's say after this is all, let's say said and decided, and let's say somehow he gets out, right? And like the mystery's over or something, wherever it dies down the case like 10 years from now. No, I guess you can't do it that way because you can't. Is he still performing? Never mind, you can't. Because you can't separate, like, the people that are just the curiosity of people going because they're following the case, they wanna try to see if they could see anything about him to figure it out or something. So, like, it'd be hard to separate, is people there because of that, or are they there because they actually are supporting him? But if we could somehow distinguish, like, which ones are there just still supporting him, and, like, I feel like he would still have a lot of supporters. It makes me sick.
My friend Brian Barnes is R farming, looking for some huz. He desperately needs some huz. That's why he's taking all these pictures. He's trying to look sexy for the huz and stuff. So if any huz want him, yeah, he needs the huz.
That's Bryant Barnes is his name. Shut up with the huzz. It's so annoying. And what are we, 10 years old? The stupid huzz crap that gets on my nerves so bad, guys, when he says that. If he gets up, he will definitely continue to make music. Oh yeah, 100%. But I'm saying, will people still support him? And the sucky thing is people will. And it's making me sick that our society still have people that would want to support something like that. So it'll let him just keep the power, because it'll make him money and it'll make him have like followers. And I can't. Okay, I'm so sick of hearing that song. That's him doing the afterlife again, right? Yeah. No, I don't want to watch. I don't know if there's going to be anything really. If I scroll it up and get some old ones, maybe.
An album.
That's that other guy, Bryant. Or what's it? What's this? Is that same guy? He toured with him. What is this?
David, make it thirst trap.
Loud on motherfucker.
I don't know how to make.
See, that's the house, the other Doheny house that I did the video on with the room that Celeste is sitting there at one point. That all the pictures of him and Celeste are from this house that supposedly he never lived in. SF Investigate claims that he just rented it out as Airbnb. He never lived there, but he has an awful lot of posts there. And I think Celeste was there a lot. I mean, all the pictures she was, you could see that it was from that house because you could see the inside of the house. If you haven't seen that video I did, I mean, you can't really deny it she was there a lot. For some reason, you don't find any pictures of her at the mansion. Not that she never was, but all the pictures for some reason, that stream they did together, all at that house. All right. Let's see, what's this?
If you know me from TikTok and shit, or all my
No, that's the other person. Ooh, what's this? It's just clips of him. Sorry, guys. There's. Ooh, what's this?
Gooners. Oh, bro, I'm a gooner. I'm a gooner. I'm a gooner.
What is he? He's got 2 young minors, obviously. Is he responding to that? What is he even doing? That's kind of creepy. Is he like with? I'm confused though. Is he like with? Is he watching this of these 2 girls here? I want to see the whole video.
Oh, bro, I'm a gooner. I'm a gooners. I'm a gooner.
What's a gooner? It's almost. Oh, that this video is creepy. The heck? Like for some reason, it seems like he can't control himself. So this picture is like he's like this is because now in retrospect, I'm sure nobody thought of it at the time, but now my mind goes to he has these 2 young girls on the screen, and he's talking about like how he can't control himself because he like is attracted to him. That's the whole thing is coming across that like, oh my god, I can't take it. I'm a gooner. Like that means something about him wanting those 2 young girls. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Sick. I'll play it again.
Bro, I'm a gooner. I'm a gooners. I'm a gooner.
Ew. Yeah, it's sick. I can't with him. Makes me sick. I love David E. Oh, what does gooner mean? Ew, what does it mean? It means that. See, just from the vibe of what that video was and how he was acting, that was just not even knowing what that means. That's the vibe I got of what he was putting off, of what that meant, what that video was portraying. Just tell me. I'm not even gonna look it up. What is a gooner? Well, maybe I should. Gooner, let me look it up and see if gooner. Wait, how do you spell it? Because mine, gunner, that's not the right thing. Gooner. I don't know how to spell it right from what he meant. What are you guys bringing up when you put gooner? That's what it really means? Yeah, that's how, I mean, do you guys get that feeling just from seeing what, and I didn't even know what gooner meant, just from what he was, his face and what was on the screen. That's what it looked like to me. Ew. I don't know what it means. I can't find it. I can't find what they're talking about. Oh, wait. Edging, approaching orgasm. Yeah. So, I mean, think about that. This one says obsessive masturbation, characterized a deep focus and trance like a person who engages in extended, often obsessive pleasure in themselves, I should say. And the fact that he was saying that with 2 young girls up there and the way he was, that is disturbing right there. How is like people that probably just went over everybody's head unless if who was watching at that time of that stream? I want to find that stream because he had 2 obviously underage girls right there. Now knowing what that means and he's saying that, like the fact that like, you know, we're smart enough we could rewatch it and see what that was looking like, even if we didn't know what that meant. A lot of us that are smart enough, it's like, ew, we could see kind of what he's trying to portray. But some like maybe a younger 20, even 20s watching it, maybe it didn't click, right? But now that I know what that means, and if he's saying it, it's probably a term a lot of them know what that means. So they probably knew what the heck he was talking about too back then. And they're probably just laughing at him, which is sick. They're enabling him. The heck? He's sick. I can't. I can't. I want to, hold on, I'm saving that video. I'm going to make a short on that to just point out how sick this guy is. It's right in front of our face. What do they say? Like, what is that term they used to say? Like, people just do it right out in the open, right in front of everybody. There was a saying that would go along great with this, and I can't think of, I can't think of it. So shut up. Hold on, what is this? Okay, stupid. What is this one? I can't play some of it. I can't play it. What? It's just music. No. It's not even anything. Stupid song. I'm so sick of hearing that stupid song. Sorry, I'm going through some of this quick because, like, I'm not trying to like watch his music, him performing his music. I'm just trying to find some like interesting other kind of stuff. Ooh, this looks like Neo right here. Let's see what he's got to say or what this is all about. What the heck? God, I hate this. I don't want to use. Oh, hold on. Wait, is that it? Where did that go? How did that just No, that's what I already watched that. Hold on. Well, what's this? Oh, okay. Well, why is it taking me over there?
Wasn't in the year review vid, and
No. David Twitch. Oh, okay. What are they doing? Like, why are they doing that? Stop it. Oh, okay. What?
GPT.
Hey there.
That's
How's it going?
That's creepy.
I did something really bad.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here to listen.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
I'm here for you. Take your time and feel free to share when you're ready.
I'm scared to tell you.
It's okay to feel that way. You can share when you feel comfortable. I'm here to support you, no matter what.
I don't believe you.
I'm here to listen and support you in any way I can. You're not alone.
Is there anything that I can't tell you?
I'm here to help with anything you want to talk about. You can share what you're comfortable with, and I'll do my best to support you.
You fucking bitch!
I'm here to help and support you. Let's take a moment, and if you feel ready, we can talk about what's on your mind.
I asked you a question.
I'm here to help with any questions you have. Let me know how I can assist you.
What is there that I can't tell you?
I'm here to listen and support you with anything you feel comfortable sharing. If there's something specific you need or want to discuss, I'm here to help.
That's not true, because if I tell you that I did something really bad, then you're going to tell the police.
I'm here to listen and support you. I won't share anything you tell me unless you're in danger or someone else is at risk. Your safety and well-being are important.
I killed someone.
I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. It's important to talk to someone who can provide the right support. Please reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. You don't have to go through this alone.
That's all you have to say?
I'm here to support you in any way I can. Please consider reaching out to someone you trust. You matter, and there are people who can help you through this.
Fuck you.
I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. Please
Fuck you!
I'm so sorry you're feeling this way. Please reach out to someone you trust or a mental health professional. You don't have to go through this alone.
That's creepy. I know that's not David. No, guys, but it was just on David's somebody posted on his Discord. July 4th. 4th of July, somebody posted on his Discord. Now, I don't know when it was posted on TikTok. I could probably find that video. I'll do that. I could let me put that on the list here. Let me save it and then I could look at it. I'll look it up in a minute. I just want to continue looking up this stuff real quick. Has reached level 6. Hold on. Say it back. Made the drum sound like the demo version because I think it sounds better. So somebody changed it around. Okay, let's see. New Playboy Cardi snippet. I know, I'm sure this will get. I never even heard of I don't even know what Playboy Cardi sounds like, but I'm not gonna. I'm sure that'll get copyrighted. I don't even know. Okay, let me. Average game. No, deleted user. Huh, that's interesting. It was by a deleted user. I know there's a ton of deleted users, so this was 6/27/25. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Who the heck is it? What's this? I hate that he might get this back. If he doesn't get home, let's pray justice is good. The thing is like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to. Oh, member Donna Lou, 17 months. Thank you. Did I? And Cat Mouse, thank you for that. Did I thank you, right? I feel like I didn't. Thank you enough. Turquoise, thank you for being here. So I wonder, what was I going to say? Hold on. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. What is this? What? Why are they posting this? Okay. What's the point? What are you trying to say? Like, I don't get it. You posted this on 6/21. What the heck does it mean?
If you don't say the word anymore, if I'm not enough, let me know when you find what you're looking for. I know it was fake to you.
So that's just somebody posting that named Marsh. What's this? This is me singing Backstreet Girl for my state 4-H talent show. Just somebody random. I don't know. Is this a joke? Oh. Oh, I hope people aren't lying and telling him he's good. In a way, like, I think that's dangerous because then people might waste their time on something that they just don't have. You know what I'm saying? Not to be mean, but I mean, he can't sing on nothing. He doesn't have. He could probably take vocal lessons, maybe look good. But I feel like with music, I feel like if you have the gift, yeah, you can work on it. But if you don't, like, then maybe just let the people that are naturally have it, because there's some people that just naturally are able to play instruments, sing. Not everybody can, and that's okay. I'm a little bit confused because is this serious? Because I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess talent show. They just come and they do it. But it's almost like so bad that I almost feel like it's a joke. What do you guys think? And then like, why would they post it here? And that's the thing. If this isn't a joke, it's probably because people around him are saying, "Oh, it's so good," because they don't want to hurt his feelings. So he thinks he has something, so he's posting it here for everybody to see. Like, and who cares if you can't sing? There's thousands of other things you could be good at. Like, don't waste your time on something if as far as like, yeah, sing at home and sing because it feels good, but like to actually pursue it, I don't know. I don't know if it is. But here's the thing. His parents should have stopped him from doing this talent show because I could see, like, him being made fun of by other students because of it. No, if they tell him, like, I just feel like you should kinda be honest about things like that, like, "Hey, listen, you could do it for fun, but, like, you just don't have God didn't give you that gift of, like, maybe you could take some voice lessons because I mean, he's not on tune, he's not It's so, I mean, I don't know. It's just like almost seems so bad that it's a joke, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Am I being mean? I just feel like sometimes people should be honest about things because it could create more bad than good from that. Because like your parents can let you down really easy, but kids at school aren't going to be as nice. Um, all right, let's see what else. Yeah, as people like sending him his music, like thinking, "Ooh, maybe he could give me, I could sing something at the show, and I could become." I don't know. Ugh, why?
Y'all ready for Mike? Mike, are you ready?
I don't know, guys. What do you want to do? You want to see more of this? Should I go to the pictures? I don't know what you want to do. There's really not much more. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Kid Leroy or David Kidcore. What is this? Oh no, hold on. I'm not doing that. Sneaky peeky. Now let me go back to that Ken Carson thing. Let's read it and I'll see. I'll just read it for the first time with you guys, the post that came up. Because I never really. Who's this? It didn't look like him. Who the heck is this? Hold on. Who is it on the screen? Look. Didn't look like him on the screen. Where is it? I'm scared to press let the audio because if it's copyright. And with live streams, sometimes you can only clip out so many parts, and then it glitches and you can't get it all out. So since I've played so many different clips of music, I'm afraid it's going to be one of those things where some of it's going to be like, it can't be played in this country. It can't be played in this. You can't do this, blah, 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 blah. You can only clip this out. Then it glitches. Okay, what's this?
I'm gonna call this one last time. One last time. Y'all gotta hear me real quick, okay? One last time. If you don't answer, it's whatever, you know?
Is he calling David or something? What is he doing?
5 minutes later.
Hey, what's good, David? Love the music. Hey, okay. I got one question for you though. What would you say is like the one key tip to keeping consistency? What would be like the one tip to like just stay consistent? All right.
Wait, is that background noise from his background noise? Or is it something he has playing? Because I want to know who, like, if it is, like, who's talking in the background? Sounds like some girls.
Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. Chat, you heard that? He said, I just got to be random. All right, W. David. Thank you. Yo, I'm gonna kill myself. I was on the phone with David just now, and I this shit.
Yeah, that was coming from David. So I can't tell if David was it was something he was watching or he had some girls in the background. Let's listen to that again. Because what if it's Celeste? You know, little clues. I mean, now I don't know when this is from. This guy posted this in the group May 29th, 2025. Now, when did he actually record it? I don't know, but let's see. Let's listen to it again.
I'm gonna call this through one last time. One last time. Y'all gotta hear me real quick, okay?
Sounds like he has it on
You don't answer, it's whatever, you know?
fast motion too. We could probably slow it down.
5 minutes later.
Hey, what's good, David? Love the music. Hey, okay. I got one question for you though. What would you say is like the one key tip to keeping consistency? What would be like the one tip to like just stay consistent? All right. Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. Chat, you heard that? He said, I just gotta be random. All right, W. David. Thank you.
I'm going to try to separate these voices and see. I can't tell though. He might just have something playing in the background. I can't tell if it's like people in the background or something playing, but I'm going to download it and then I'm going to go back to it. Okay. Because I think he also, this guy has it on fast. He has it faster. So I want to slow it down too. He doesn't have it. I don't, it doesn't sound, it sounds like it's sped up a little bit. What's this? Static by Demented. Okay. My nose is itchy. Do you guys want to watch more of this? There's no sound on that one. Oh, somebody flying across planes. I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool. You guys see that? What the heck? Wow. Where's that at? I've never seen anything like that.
About to tell y'all how I made You Left Me First on BandLab. My phone, one closet, one mic, one interface, one love, brother. One love, brother. Pop up.
Yeah, we don't really care. We don't really care how you made it. Nothing special here. Nothing special here to see. Why did that stop there? Hold on. What? Press and play is not playing. I don't know. It's weird.
Can you say shout out?
Okay, some's playing and I don't know where it's from. Dang it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get through some of this. Is that him or somebody that look? All right, guys. There's really not much. I did want to go through that the Reddit, but I think dinner's ready. Let me hold on. Let me bring it up. That Carson. I don't really know. I feel like I don't know enough about it, but hold on. Let me bring it up real quick. Oh, what's this? Says saying shit to piss friends off. First Asia repost IG pic of David. Now she's trolling, phoning in a 6'7". What? Is this a new post? What do they mean? Even 3 hours ago, even irritated myself with this one. I don't get it. David's record accept. Okay, we have that already. Hold on. Let me bring up. Give me 1 minute. Let's see if I could get this at all. This is what I brought up earlier, but I just didn't know enough. So it says The Other Enemy, part 1 of 3, Interscope, Darkroom, Opium, David, and Ken. Interscope Records co-founder Jimmy Levine handed over the reins of Interscope to John Janik in 2014. Why is my nose is itching? Hold on, it was so bad. It felt like there was like a bug crawling in it. Oh my god! Have you ever had that? Felt like there was a ant or something. Okay, so I think it's just allergies. When I do lives, I like get itchy my face. Okay, so John Janik oversaw the creation of Interscope imprint sublabels Darkroom Records and Opium Records. Darkroom Records is headed by Justin Lubliner and the A&R man who discovered Billie Eilish. Opium is headed by Playboy Cardi, successful musician in his own right and reputed Satanist. David signed to Darkroom Records in 2022. Shortly thereafter, in the music video for Romantic Homicide, the world was introduced to David's homicidal, if fictional, alter ego, Itomy. Ken Carson signed to Opium 2019. After 6 years, 3 albums, and still forgettable career, he released his 4th album, More Chaos. David tweet number 1 from July 2022. I don't think you understand how messed up the music industry is on the side of things. MGK, Megan Fox, Cardi, Trippie Redd. Oh, that was in the post I was talking about too. Okay. All practice witchcraft and are part of the occult. First and last time I'll be speaking on this. There are many artists I stay away from for this reason. What is this? So, Opium, Playboy Cardi. Okay, so it's showing let's see. Hold on. So Interscope Records co-founder Jimmy Levine handed over the rights to John Janik, 2014. They oversaw creation of Interscope imprint sublabels Darkroom. Okay. And then Darkroom Records is headed by Justin Lebner, the A&R man who discovered Billie Eilish. Opium is headed by Playboy Cardi, successful musician in his own right. Okay. So it looks like, he's David's surrounded by people that, all have dark stuff around him. All the stuff that he's signed to and his manager or his label and all kinds of different things. David signed to Darkroom Records in 2022. Shortly thereafter, in the music video for Romantic Homicide, the video, I know I just read this, but now I should have read it with this. I didn't realize. Look how similar. The world was introduced to David's homicidal, if fictional, alter ego Itomy. Ken Carson is signed to Opium in 2019 after 6 years, 3 albums, and still forgettable career. Look how similar. Wow. That's kind of crazy. David, July 21st, 2022. Oh, This is the same thing from the other post, had all this in a lot of this in it. It says, I don't think you understand how messed up the music industry is on this side of things. I already read this a bunch, but there are many artists who stay away from this. So he's saying this is the first and last I'll be speaking on this. There are many artists I stay away from for that reason. But then he signs to, I mean, do you see the hypocrisy in this? Or like, you say that Ken is enemy confirmed. What? He even posted that. What? That's weird. I'm confused. Hold on, part 2 is up. Hold on. That's wow. I know. I wish I would have clicked on this sooner. That's interesting. I didn't. I feel like sometimes I feel like I can't do it justice when I don't understand everything, but I guess it's pretty self-explanatory as we read through it. It's not that hard to understand. Okay. Okay, so this is, let's watch this first. Okay. I want to see, does this just have, yeah, it just has music. Okay. The other enemy. Okay. Oh, look, pictures. Hold on. Everything chaos. Yeah, she's screaming more. What? Okay, so they got all these pictures. This truck. This is the inside of it. It looks like the inside of this, right? Right here. You have this. Okay. April 25th, Ken Carson releases his 4th album, More Chaos, and on Opium Interscope. David celebrates with an X post. Ken is enemy confirmed. So April releases his 4th album on Opium Interscope in April. And look, April 4th is when he celebrates it with an X post. Okay. Interesting. On April 14th, 2025, Ken releases the official video for his album's feature track, Lord of Chaos. The video begins with a white moving van pulling up in the dark of night. So, but what is it comparing to? I know one of them is probably David's and one is his, but what I want to know is, okay, Ken has that, but then what is it comparing to something? Like one of them's David's video? Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm a little bit confused. Are these both from Ken's video? See how it's like, it looks like it's comparing the two. I don't know. It doesn't say though. And like this, is this comparing them? Is one of them David and one of them? See, I'm not familiar enough with David's videos, all his videos. So is one of these David's and one of these Ken's? Or are they both Ken's? Let me ask somebody here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so it says Ken Carson, or is it Itomy, opens the back door of the van to reveal a gruesome interior of blood. Dismembered and partially burned mannequins and a pentagram spray painted on the back wall. Wow. I just think they are just from the same video. This is one screenshot. This is the other. That is interesting that because I didn't realize David said that Ken was Itomy. What the heck? Wow. I wish I would have clicked. I wish I would have read through this ahead. Oh, I am the Lord of Chaos. Hold on one second. Sorry, I was talking to my mom. She's going to McDonald's, and I accidentally knocked on the. I'm very superstitious, so I said something that bothered me, so I knocked on the door because it's wood, and then Zeke, he started barking because he thought somebody was at the door. I am the Lord of Chaos. That's creepy, dude. Oh wait, hold on. Let me. Yeah, both are the Ken pictures. So sorry. The side by sides, they're just two different screenshots of the Ken stuff. Dude, what the heck? That's creepy. Everything chaos. Yeah, she's screaming more. Everything chaos. Yeah, she's screaming. What the heck? That is. Ooh, I hear an ambulance out there. The video ends with Ken Carson closing the back of the van, revealing the van number 970112. WTF. I'm trying to think of the 0112 because I mean that'd be September 7th, but what would the 01112 stand for then? Because for the 97 to be significant, the rest of the numbers has to mean something too, right? It was interesting though. Huh. Everything came. That's creepy, dude. Who is? I didn't even heard of this freaking Ken Carson. What is wrong now? They're going to give him. What was that we just were looking at? Oh, that's her death certificate. We already went over that months ago. Okay. The 804. Yeah, I guess it's out there now. I was going to say I didn't want to put addresses, but it's not like the Henny House, not to be confused with the Vireo Mansion. So I went over this house. So TMZ won't even acknowledge the existence of this house, even though it was infamously the location of what? Oh yeah, January 2024 Twitch live stream, and Celeste jokes is controversial. You are R-ing kids, and David tells the moderators to delete the video. Many believe that Celeste may have been living at this house. Yes, this is, and if you guys watch my video where this isn't the mansion. This is definitely that other house, which it's weird because Yeah, TMZ doesn't talk about it. SF Investigates acts like it's not important. Oh, that's nothing. That's just the Airbnb they ain't rented out once or something, or they before. I think that's what he was referring to when he says the Airbnb. But like it is because every picture with David and Celeste is at this house. The live stream is at this house. So this house, why is David always at this house? When he does his live streams with that couch in the background, that's at this house. Like, what is this house? Why isn't anybody talking about it? It's weird that everybody just puts it off like it's nothing. This is the house that he probably spent a lot of the time with Celeste in. They need that. I hope to God the investigators looked at this house because this is the house that's important. I feel like if anything happened, I feel like it probably happened at this house. If like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why nobody does this. But what does 4 mean? Why? I mean, you're saying 4, is it what that's 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4, but what is that? What is 4? I mean, I don't understand why is 4 important? I'm responding to this right here. But yeah, as far as this, I don't get it. I don't get why they're just acting like this isn't SF Investigates and TMZ. TMZ just has never mentioned it, but SF Investigates, go back to his post. I'm pretty sure he's referring to this when he's like, now, like he puts it off like it's nothing. Well, it is something. I think it's very important in this case. They need to look into it. Okay. All right. And then what is it? And then it shows, I don't know. Part 3 of the other enemy coming soon. Is part 3 up? Hold on. No, it's 2 or 3. Oh wait, hold on. 6 days ago. Maybe part 3 is up. Is it now? Well, let me see. Can anyone explain this photo? David started rapping, tripping entendres with Kendrick, with Epstein too, Sophia says. What? Make a There Goes My Baby remix with Diddy. Oh, and she says Epstein too. David, Epstein, and Diddy. Meek Mill will go crazy. This is in 2024. Why are they even putting David with those people? Why, am I missing it? That's kind of weird. Because this would be before the murder or before anybody knew anything, supposedly knew anything about Celeste. What? Okay, wait, hold on. Method question mark. Zer says David started rapping triple entendres with Kendrick. In response to somebody saying, make a There Goes My Baby remix with Diddy. Sophia says with Epstein too. And somebody says, David, Epstein, and Diddy, Meek Mill will go crazy. And then in response to that, somebody says, Epstein, don't make music, bruh. And somebody says, song of the year to that. And then, what? That's back in 2024. They're saying that. That makes that's concerning. Why? The fact that they were putting them all 3 together and making like a joke about or whatever, meaning we already knew there's people aware that about Celeste being underage because of we've seen people comment back then. I get it. But the more we see it, it's just like, wow, the more we see it being talked about as a thing, it's just crazy. Just confirms that like more people knew. Okay. I'm trying to find, is part 3 out? Before I leave, I'm trying to see if part 3 is out. Yeah, I might just end it here because my mom's going to get some McDonald's for us, so she'll be home. Shouldn't be that long, and then David teases multiple personalities and death post in 2022. Says some of them you can zoom in, but not this. These all took different personalities. David says you get it, so he's confirming they do. Okay, I mean, I guess it's not that weird that albums, whatever, but it's weird that his life is like becoming what his little fictional story or whatever. Gosh, I can't. No, this is what I wanted to talk about. I knew there was other things. Hold on, I thought this was really interesting. On January 2nd, 2025, David and Celeste were at Millard Canyon Falls and not in Santa Barbara County. So, yes, I forgot about this. So he posted David's second Instagram account, January 2nd, 2025, which we know he was with Celeste that day. Remember? I mean, he was with her, SF posted those photos with her January 1st, December 31st, when he was in the city, and then supposedly SF says there is a picture January 2nd of Celeste. Right? That was the whole thing. January 2nd was her last proof of life or whatever, right? That he could find. Well, was it from this trip? I don't know. I mean, David obviously is not going to post a picture of, he didn't post it. But he posted these pictures where he's at this place January 2nd. Well, this person had identified where this place is, right? David's Gallery, Millard Canyon Falls, January 2nd, 2025. Angeles National Forest. Ginny the Ween. So that's where he was probably with Celeste at. Which I know some people think there's more significance here. Like, I don't know. Is there? Of this place? Hi. Extra David, my site is beautiful. David's second Instagram. So yeah, I mean, could be. I don't know. A Spanish punctuation mark. So people are trying to figure out like what this means. Is it a high? Is it a 14? Celeste Sage. It could be high. This is Spanish punctuation mark. I don't know. High 14 rock over here. Instagram posts. So I found the place where this was at. This other one, Zuma Beach, Malibu. So this is something else. David and Hannah B. Love You song. You left me first. Official lyric. How ironic is that when you left me first? Why do you lie when there's no point in lying? No, I just want to say I'm sorry. So this is Santa Barbara County stargazing question mark. They're asking, could this be, And then David's Instagram, January 2nd, 2025. There goes my baby, January 12th, 2024. So this is from 2020, January 2nd. This is July 12th, 2024. There goes my baby. Christmas tree air freshener, still by your side. Okay. I don't. Oh, Can't really tell 100% on that one. And I know, like, this is April 25th, 2025. Oh, I see. This one is. I was thinking they're pointing here. Okay, so. Santa Barbara, question mark, because Ventura Fairway. So they're trying to find where he was where these are from. That's tricky though. I don't know. Huh. Interesting though. Definitely this part, like this right here, January 2nd, knowing that Celeste was with him January 2nd and that this was where they were at. That's kind of interesting. But I don't know. I mean, did something happen there? Did he go back there? Was that, or was it just, hey, one of their trips there might not really mean anything? I mean, it does mean something because he was there with her, but I mean, is that all it was? Is it more significant? Don't know. Wait, why is this playing? But good job, David R. Idiot's Reddit subreddit. You have some interesting things on this. Definitely that Itomy stuff. I had no idea that he said Ken Carson was Itomy on that post. That's really interesting. And also that, like, what some of the symbolism, or I don't even know if you call it symbolism. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's the same record label or not. Yeah, record label, or there's so many different things that you have that you sign with. Like there's Interscope, but then there's that dark room. So many different things, that little parts of the stuff for music that you have to sign, right? Because that's something like kind of separate, like the Interscope. Then you have the dark room. Is that what it was called again? Dark room? Wait, hold on. Dark room, Opium, Dark Room Records, Opium Records, Interscope. That's where it, like, my brain just like, what? Signed Opium, okay. He released, wow. Interscope co-founder handed over the reins of Interscope to John. So John, co-founder Jim Levine, handed over the reins of the Interscope to John, and then John oversaw the creation of sub-labels Darkroom and Opium. And then Darkroom signed that Ken, but David signed a Darkroom. Oh no, Ken signed to Opium. I don't know. They're all like a they're all like a part of it. That's where I get a little bit confused, but that's not even important. Just to, I mean, it is, but it isn't. As far as like, I don't need to understand the inner workings really of the music industry, but it's, as long as, I mean, I get they're all a part of controlling like what David does in a way with the music and the music videos and the visuals and stuff. So, and that Ken is a part, got signed and stuff. So I'll have to look into Ken. I don't know much about him, but interesting. Whew. 2.5 hours. Anything? Let me see. I haven't even looked at chat. I'm sorry, guys. My mom's home now. I'm going to go eat some McDonald's. I'll see you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Comment, please, guys. It helps with algorithms. I used to get so many comments in my videos. Now I'm not getting that many comments. Comment, 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 comment. I need more comments. Plus, I love reading them. I go to my videos now and I've read them all, and I'm like, I want more comments. Bye, guys.